you guess two girls from Wisconsin? I'm sorry, like C starts with C or something?
Yeah, Courtney.
Charity. More time?
Casey.
Casey, okay.
The three C's.
Okay. Move to back today. Okay, we're working on side control, top and bottom. We're gonna work on back. I'm gonna go through just the fundamentals of back control quickly, briefly, and then we're just gonna kind of start in the seated position and look to apply a choke, proper way to put the choke on, and then maybe release some lumbar too. So first off, guys, when we teach fundamental jiu-jitsu, there's three main components to having someone's back. Of course, the first are hooks, right? I want to be able to control this person. But I'm not crossing my feet, right? Crossing your feet, two things when you're in someone's back. A, I can get submitted when I cross my feet. If you stepped over the top foot and bridges, I'm in trouble on that. It's happened before and it's upsetting, right? So don't cross your feet, you'll get knocked out. The second thing is when my feet are crossed, I'm not controlling him. I've just created a circle. He can turn into me. Now he's in my closed guard, so I've never really had any sense of control. So generally, when you're competing, if you're not maintaining hooks, you're not going to get back control points. And you're just not controlling him anyway. Now with just hooks, if he tries to turn, I can maintain, I can keep him from turning versus just crossing, creating a circle for him to turn. So that's the first component is on my hooks, right? So the newer people, I always want to make sure my hooks are in, and they're active, right? I'm not just super relaxed and they're coming out. The second component is my hand. So, in fundamentals, we teach to be underneath here on the lapels. In this case, we're just going to go here with a seatbelt grip, cable grip, like we're praying, fold. My thumbs are connected to my hand, and I'm right here. And of course, the last piece is my back. Okay, I'm sorry, it's my head. I can't maintain from this distance. The other thing is in self-defense or even here, I don't want to catch an elbow right in self-defense when I'm way back here and I'm in target range for that. I don't want to catch his head coming back and hit me in the nose and the mouth. So I always want my head tight. It's easy for me to if my head's tight. So my hooks are active. I've got a seatbelt grip here over the shoulder, under the armpit. Look, always at least one armpit, one arm under the armpit. This keeps, if my arms are up here, he's going to escape his back to the mat. He's just going to slide out. And then I start losing. I'm trying to catch an arm bar really quick and it's too late. I always have to have at least one arm under the armpit to keep him up where I can operate. Over the shoulder, hooks, my head tight. We're going to start from this position just to warm up a little bit. The front person's going to move around, just kind of get used to the movement. And you guys are going to maintain that they can get to their knees perfect. Well, let's do that. We'll do that for a minute. We'll switch. We'll do it for a couple minutes. And then we'll come back and we'll start looking at applying both arms. All right? So guys, partner. All right, guys, good time. All right, listen. So still warming up. That was good. So now let's come in and look at the first submission we're going to look at. So we're not going to do that twice. That was good enough. Look good enough. All right, so now with this grip, the seatbelt grip, I'm not going to get too elaborate this morning. We'll keep it fairly basic, but I only want to submit when this guy's tired. My primary objective is to maintain the position. It's one of the two most dominant positions, back and mount. I prefer back. I hate people being on my back. Mount we can still deal with, but back's a problem. So we're going to look at the bow and arrow choke first. Okay? So when I'm here, I'm with my seatbelt grip. I've already got kind of half my choke in. When this guy's tired, the hand is over the shoulder, the thumb up. Look, I'm going to open up with the hand under the armpit here. I'm going to cinch my thumb and my grip, this punch grip, deep. I want it up to his neck. I don't want it loose. It can be, right? But for this video case, I want it a little tighter. So I'm going to feed the lapel down. I'm going to make sure I get a grip that I don't let go of. The problem is I see a lot of people's hands sliding as they begin to finish, and that's where the problem lies. Because you're going to slide down, they're not going to be able to hit around the corner to need to hit. So I want you to, the hands over the shoulder, open up, leave your thumb in and cinch that grip. Okay, once I have that grip, this hand that's already through is simply reaching over to the other lapel, and I'm going to pull this one down. What I'm doing is I'm tightening up the lapel around this side of the target. Okay? And when I pull that down, now I have what I have, I'm tight on one side of his neck, and I need to tighten up on the side that I grip. All I'm going to do is look behind me, right? And I'm drawing this bow behind me, and I'm trying to draw this elbow back behind me and looking behind me, okay? So it's not just, I'm not just pulling back, I'm not just like throwing it forward, I'm actually trying to draw the bow as I pull down here. Boom. And as I do, I get the choke, and he taps. Okay? So again, I'm here, we're maintaining, he gets tired. Boom, I'm opening up, cinching in one hand, reaching across the other lapel, pulling that lapel down as I look behind me for the choke. Good? So we're going to practice with this first. We'll do a step-by-step together. Okay? And then we'll start with some variations because we're going to look at the triangle. So, get with your partners. Get someplace where you can see me. I'll walk you through step by step. It's really easy. Most of you have done this. You've been through before. So always one hand under, one hand over, seatbelt grip. All right, guys. So now we're going to assume we've been riding them out and they're tired. So with the hand that's on the armpit, we're going to open the lapel, feed the hand over the shoulder as tight as we can to the neck. Pull it down and get it nice and tight. Now that you've done that, you're reaching across to the other lapel, you're pulling that straight down to their belt, right? Now you're going to look behind you and draw the bow. And as you extend your arms away, they'll tap. So just 2 or 3 times just to get the basic fundamental feel of the choke. Remember, like when you're choking someone, we always say 70% of your effort 100% of the time. I don't have bad grips. I'm just trying to everything I can to make it work. My hands get tired. It never really worked because I wasn't even close. 70% of your effort, make those little adjustments. You'll know when the choke's on because their hands will come up to defend. The minute you feel them defending, you got it. So then go a little bit harder. Okay? All right. So that's pretty easy. Let's go ahead and look at. So now we're going to change it up. I want everyone to start with 2 hands under, right here in the lapels. Okay? So we're here. Now what's going to happen is I'm going to pull one out to go for the bow and arrow choke. He knows that. When I pull this one out, he knows that he has to move away from this choke. So here's the problem. You can't choke. You can. I mean, I do it, but it's not technically correct for your top hand to be choking. Here. It's too easy for him to get a hold of your elbow and pull it around his head and to escape. He can't do that when my arm is against the mat. When I choke with the bottom, with the hand that's closest to the mat, he can't take that choke off. And so it's better for me to choke with my bottom hand than one against the mat. Okay? So now, when I come out from the lapel to go for the choke, he knows that he's going to drop to the mat. So as he does, boom. Look, there's 2 things I can do here. I can put this hand back underneath. I always have to have one under the armpit so he can't escape. I can pull this one out, and now I can feed. Look, when I'm feeding with my arm against the mat, I have to get up on my elbow. Often everyone's like here. They're working from way back here. They can't round this angle. And if they do grab it, now they have to bring it. They can't get it tighter on the neck. Get up on your elbow. You should be able to see your hand. And I'm feeding the lapel into my hand. Okay? Now I grab the other one. The choke's just the same. And now I finish on the back. Okay? That's one way. The other way is when I go for the choke and he moves away, I'm just going to regain my seatbelt grip here. Look, I'm opening my hook that's against the mat. Take it out here. This one blocks his entire body. And all I'm doing is dragging him to the other side, throw my hook back in, and now my choking hand's against the mat. I can feed the lapel and finish here again. Okay? So, our 2 options are when he drops, I put one back underneath, pull it out, get up on my elbow to finish. Or he drops, release out from my seatbelt grip, open, cross, drag him over, hook, and finish again. Okay? So let's play around with those. Now, so look, real quick while they're finishing up, one thing I noticed. So when they're going for this, when you guys are going for this choke here, look, get up on your elbow here, and again, watch yourself feed it in. Now my elbow's already behind his head here against the mat, so it's easier for me to pull it back and finish. So I'm extending my back and finish. We'll do it one up and out. Alright guys, so now I'm here, I'm underneath, it's the same position, I'm pulling the hand out to choke. Now again, he's going to dive away from the hand, but instead, I'm going to beat him. I'm going to get my frame here. I'm going to beat him to the spot. What I'm not going to do is I'm not going to overextend my arm here, because now you're going to attack. If you're a lower level guy, you might use that. This becomes a pain, right? So instead, I'm going to beat him, but just with my forearm. Don't overextend. My forearm here. I'm hugging this arm. Look, what I don't want to see is what I see a lot of from closed guard. I'm not trying to change angle with my leg. If I do this, he's going to pull out of it. He's going to move to side control. Okay? I need to extend him away. When he comes down and I beat him to the spot, I need to pass him to my leg. So I'm framing him completely away, passing the leg, and immediately my knees are tight. Now I'm just hipping away, making sure my knees are tight, pinky to the chest, thumb up, right? I pinch my knees together and finish, okay? Very basic arm bar from the back. Look guys, I don't know if you ever roll here. I like to set this stuff up. I like to attack the choke or play with the choke so these guys bring their hands up. And then boom, once I get that grip, it's too late. I'm already changing the corner, going from bow and arrow to arm bar. Okay? So, we're here, we're going for the choke, he goes down, I beat him to the spot, frame his head away. Look, don't leave this foot, the bottom foot in his half guard. Start extending it across his body, frame away, pass, knees pinch, important, and finish. Good? Everyone good with arm bar?
What I want to do, and the other thing is I want you guys to work on is, turn this one.
Some of you, look, I want your heels extended out, weigh him down. If this is your competition, boom, I'm gonna do everything I can to snap his head to the mat. So here, I don't want these heels drawn in. That's too much room, and if he can get his grips across or get underneath my leg, underneath my knee, that's his defense, and he starts to escape. So I never want your heels drawn in too much. It gives him too much space to escape. Out, and here. I don't want you here. Cross, either my knees get wider apart. Again, easier for him to get under my knee here and start pushing it and getting his head out. The only time I cross my feet is when he's on his knees. Like maybe he fights this and I've got the arm bar. So I'm trying to finish. He stacks me. Look, when he stacks, I cross, flare, and look, it straightens out his arm. That's the only time I really like to cross my feet, is to regain. Right? He's stacking. Boom, 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 and I can't extend, he's too heavy. Cross, flare, and now the arm's straight and I finish. Other than that, I'm not a big fan of crossing. Okay? It's too easy to move both. If people cross their feet on the arm bar, you can do it, of course, but even if they cross their feet, when I can get under both, it's easier for me to start escaping and throwing even both legs in the half guard. And now I can start working this arm out, and it's hard for him to finish. So I'm not the biggest fan of that. Just some small minor things with the arm bar. Let's go ahead and grab another drink. We're going to leave it at that today since we have some new faces and some people who haven't been there that long. But we'll do up, down, out what we covered today. So we'll go bow and arrow choke. If we pull out to go for the bow and arrow choke and they drop to the mat, we'll either frame the arm bar or we'll drag them over to the other side so our choking hands against the mat and we'll finish the choke. So let's do that real quick. You grab a drink. All right, guys, good job. We'll continue to work on a lot of things throughout the remainder of the week.